What's up?
What's up?
Hey,
Welcome everybody back to Frankly Put.
Frank here, Andrew here. Uh, we wanted to do this on Thursday, but things happen, schedule conflicts and all. It
Yeah.
makes us sound professional. But what are we talking about today, Frank?
What
First of all,
are we talking about?
Actually, first just do that. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little sick.
Yes, I hear it in your voice. I hear it in your voice. You got some mucus. I can feel it. I can feel it. But
Well,
I'm glad you're here, even despite fighting through the bubonic plague. That's actually different, but still, glad that you're here.
thanks,
Glad
Lush.
that glad that all of you who are listening to this are also listening as well and watching us.
I mean, earlier you were just talking about how you wanted to trade me, though.
Well, that's a perfect segue because everyone got traded. I felt like every single person got
we're
traded.
gonna be talking about the
It's like,
Cleveland Cavaliers trades today.
It was just like I don't know if you've ever watched the episode of Simpsons where Moe's kicking out everyone out of the bar. It's kind of exactly what the front office did. They just got everybody out. Uh, so yeah, it was chaos. The trade deadline wasn't that exciting, but what made it exciting was that one team traded six people. That's what we did. We traded six people
Yeah.
in three separate trades. So we could break that down.
Yeah, so we traded Isaiah Thomas
First one. Yep.
and Channing Frye to
And
the LA Lakers
As long as I
with a first round pick,
our own
first round
not
pick from
Brooklyn's
this
pick.
year. Not the coveted Brooklyn pick.
Yep.
Our own, like, probably 30 29 pick
Probably around the 20s, yeah.
in the first round this year for Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr.
Yes. Larry
And-
Nance Jr., of course, his father, Larry Nance, actually did play for Cleveland.
So, like father, like son.
Yes.
And
which is
then-
very exciting.
And then the other trade, other big trade we made that day was we got Rodney Hood from the Utah
It's a
Jazz
3-team trade.
and George Hill from Sacramento.
Yes.
And what we gave away was Derrick Rose, Iman Shumpert, and Jay Crowder.
Crowder and Rose went to Utah. Utah just released Rose. Shumpert went to Sacramento. Utah sent Joe Johnson to Sacramento. Sacramento just released him today, but he's gonna get signed by Houston today as well. So,
It's a lot of crazy things
and
going
then
on.
the last trade was just Dwayne Wade going back to Wade County, going back to Miami,
Yeah.
where he put the franchise on his back. Probably, I mean, by far the most recognizable and best player in franchise history, going back to Pat Riley on a discount for a heavily projected second-round pick. I think for this year or next year.
Heavily protected, yeah.
Yes. So there you have it. 6 people traded, 6 people out, 4 people in.
What are your thoughts on the trades? What do you think it does for the Cavaliers?
Well, for one, holy shit. We'll just say that. Like literally as I'm just on my phone, I'm scrolling because obviously around this time I'm just looking at okay, what is the trade deadline? Like what are the updates? What's the chatter? And all of a sudden you get the first one, Isaiah Thomas gets traded. I'm like, oh,
You're
okay.
like, oh snap, something's happening.
And then not even 30 minutes later, it's like, okay, Derrick Rose and him just got traded. Like, what? He's just like, holy shit. I don't know if I've ever recalled one team trading 6 people. Actually, believe it or not, the last team that did was actually Cleveland in 2008 when they traded to get Wally Zerbiak and Joe Smith. That was 10 years ago. But
Yeah.
still, this is insane. And it was the right thing to do. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, when you look at the team,
You think we look better with the
well,
trades?
hear me out. Like, culturally, there was something. I mean, they all did not like each other. It's just very apparent with just their body language, the way they interact with each other, the way they play on defense, which is horrendous. Isaiah Thomas just
Yeah.
didn't fit, and he caused trouble in the locker room. So this was something where also we had the oldest team in the league. So you looked at our roster, and one thing you could surmise is, yeah, we needed a shakeup, but you just don't. But this is one of those things where, like, it's easier to do in 2K, right? This is like a total 2K moment, totally 2K where you just trade everybody.
Yeah.
You would think it would not happen in real life, but yet the hits just kept rolling. They traded 6 guys in less than an hour, which is just insane.
Belushi, just some The thing I think that matters most about this trade is that Cleveland has had a pathetically awful time defending. We've given up so many points in
Cleveland last
recently,
in defense.
and I think we invested in more players who are willing to not be the center of attention on the team, not be the number one guy, willing to play supporting roles, which we've had a problem with. We took Derrick Rose, who is a previous MVP. We had Dwayne Wade, who
He
was
also went.
the leader of a franchise for a long
Derrick
time.
Rose also went AWOL too.
Derrick Rose
Got
went
married.
AWOL. Yeah, Derrick Rose
He had
just
some
seemed to be
personal issues.
losing
Something was up with him.
something.
Yeah, something was up.
I mean, not I don't know if he's losing anything, but he's not really focused on basketball right now. So it made a lot of sense to get rid of him. Isaiah Thomas was used to being the best player on Boston, and
Just came out from hip surgery.
there was just a lot of things going against him. I
Not to
do
mention-
think he could have panned out. I don't think we really saw him long enough to see whether he would have panned out in Cleveland. But for where we are currently and for that deadline, I think what we did was we upgraded defensively, which is something we really needed to do. We did get younger, so we probably got some more energy.
Which is the big key.
I think the bigger key is defensively because we're trying to win now. We're a team who's got 2 or 3 years here with LeBron James. We're trying to win now. It doesn't matter about the age as much. LeBron is getting old, but we're trying to win this year. The best talent we can have this year, the best talent we can have next year, and the year after that. And I don't see us winning, even having a real shot of winning after those 3 years. So
keep in mind too, LeBron is a free agent, as everyone
is
well aware of.
But
this
Belushi,
year.
where is LeBron James going to go? The only reasonable answer, in my opinion, other than Cleveland, is Houston.
Well, what I was saying, I wasn't speculating where he's going. I'm just kind of stating
the
fact that he is.
He is a free agent.
Yes.
But that implies something. Implies
well,
if that is to matter that he's a free agent, it means you're worried about him leaving.
Well, I was saying the simple fact that
that's
he
right,
leave.
right?
That's all.
He can leave, but where would he go to, Belushi?
It's not.
That is a question because LeBron James is nearing the end of his career.
Yes.
He is not going
you're
somewhere
also
to
asking
just
this,
sit and he's going to be trying to compete for titles.
To be fair, though, you've always been on the side that he will stay. So that's why you guys.
Absolutely.
You think he's staying? I'm not really speculating.
It would be so stupid for him.
I'm just simply saying that this is what it is.
The PR would be bad.
He is a free agent this year. That's just what it is. But
he is a free agent at the end of this year.
Right. That's all. But yeah, I think the big.
But George Hill's not young. He's 30.
31, yes.
He's not young.
Yes. Sure.
The rest of the other 3 guys are 25.
But Hill is on this. Will be on the team the next 2 years because he's getting paid $19 million. So
yeah,
getting on the getting it's good. But I think the important part you mentioned is yes, they got younger, which was much needed. But
I don't think they got. The other thing too is I think they got rid of people who are ball heavy, who needed the ball in their hands, for people who didn't. Now some of these guys are pretty ball heavy, but George Hill I think is going to be a pretty good passer for our team. I don't think he's going to be super selfish. He averages about 10 points a game. Rodney Hood averages about 16, which is pretty good. But I think he's going to step up and play a role defensively that we needed him to play. Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance are going to provide some energy. I think Jordan Clarkson is quite a bit better than Larry Nance. But Larry Nance has a energizing factor. He's a great dunker. And he's from the Akron area, like Belushi was saying.
His dad played on the team.
He was born in Akron, and so it's going to be.
So cool that the full circle. He's going to be playing for us now.
I think these guys are going to bring a level of energy to our defensive end, and they're going to improve that. And I think it's going to give the opportunity for the guys who can score to have the possession that they need. I think we had too many ball dominant players on our team before these trades, and I think we kind of fixed that problem somewhat as well.
I think the most important thing is just defensively.
Defensively.
Because offense, they're still top 5. The offense is fine. Even if they do go through these periodic offensive meltdowns, which is it's a different argument. The bottom line is that they're bottom. They're like 29th in total defense. There's only one team worse than them defensively, and that is the Sacramento Kings, who currently have the worst record in the league, which tells you you need to know. Especially if you're a team that's trying to contend, you can't have the 29th ranked defense. You just can't. It's just not going to. You're just not. I mean, you just can't win at all under any format if you are 29th in defense. And a lot of it.
If you're outscoring every team every night, then
it's not gonna. Well, sure, but playoff basketball game generally.
No, I agree.